spending so much fucking money on a jacket.
You know what? I regret so much fucking money that I spent on my 2 ex-girlfriends though.
I regret spending all that time and money with my ex, so...
Dude, I regret... Dude,
don't say names, unless...
It's not even recording, is it?
Yeah, because the fucking cameras or the messaging app is broken. Alright, let's start this fucking interview.
Can we delete that?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut some of this shit from the...
Because I don't want this, coming back on me.
Sup, guys? I'm Sar. I'm here with...
Big Nate.
And I'm here with the legendary, the one and only...
Josue.
Say it louder.
Josue.
Josue, Visual, 20. You gone through 3-4 name changes, man?
I've gone through about 7.
God damn.
Alien.
Alien was the first one. I remember that was a really depressing ass.
I remember you were being sarcastic and you're like, Bob.
I know, but no, I was actually
You actually went through Bob.
I actually went through Bob. I actually have 2 songs actually recorded under the name Bob. And then I had.
So were you thinking B.O.B. at the time?
No, it was just to be funny. It was just Bob. But
Like your alter ego and shit.
yeah.
Damn.
It's funny. I remember that time.
So, what's kind of your inspiration for getting into music?
Well, when I was a little kid, music was always around the house. My mom would play instruments. She knew the guitar. She knew all this, but that was when she was younger, and she stopped that when she had my oldest brother. But yeah, music has always just been around. The first rap album that I ever heard was when I got back from a dentist appointment, and my brother, my oldest brother, was playing an album that to this day I think is a great rap album. He played The Documentary by The Game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I was like, what is this? This is fucking cool. I like this. And he's like, oh, you like rap music? I was like, yeah. And then he popped in a CD that is called Illmatic by Nas. Then after that, he showed me Midnight Marauders by Tribe, and then Wu-Tang. And then he started showing me all these old rap, sort of like groups, and I don't know, I just got sort of inspired off of it. But believe it or not, before rap, I started off first as a rock singer. I wanted I wanted to do rock music.
Yeah.
Yeah, he remembers that. But then he was actually the one that was more invested in rap and actually told me, he's like, hey, how about rap? And I'm like, oh, I don't think I can do that.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Because I remember back in middle school, you were all about Hollywood Undead and all these sort of punk rap, depressing dark shit, and you would walk into school with your Xbox headphones.
Oh,
you were
yeah.
I tried to be the kid that standed out. I didn't want to be your average kid listening to these fucking Bruno Mars and shit back then in 2008 and 10, 12, all that. And I'm like, no, I want to be me. I'm not gonna let some crowd control my life. It's not me.
Walking into school with Turtle Beaches on.
Hey, Turtle Beaches is the shit. They have
microphone.
They have bass. They have bass.
Basically.
Bass.
Your project.
Yes.
I forgot the name, man. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's gone through about a couple name changes as myself too, because I'm so indecisive about what I want. I'm such a perfectionist. I had the project finished. It was supposed to drop April 17th on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
But then I listened to everything one day and I was like, I don't like it. So what I did was I put the USB with the entire mixtape on it, selected everything, and dragged it to the recycling bin. And I started over. And then I did that about 3 times. And now it's actually is finished. There's everything. And it's not a rap sort of album. Sure, I rap in it, but it's not necessarily a rap album. Mm-hmm. It's and the projects that have been going on here have been more rap-esque albums. Mine is more of a darker sort of
finding yourself kind of.
It's basically like that, and it's basically an acceptance thing. One of the like one of the songs that is on there is a song called Nocturnal.
Mm-hmm.
And Nocturnal, but is basically like, it's a really like not sort of like depressing, but it's just more of like this is like where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's actually a song on there that is untitled. I have not mastered it yet, but it's one where I just like I explain like things that like I've done, things that have happened, and basically it's the project which I'm actually thinking about just naming Nocturnal just altogether.
Yeah, I saw that. What was it yesterday? You like went through and made a list of like our projects and our discographies, and I saw that Nocturnal EP.
Yeah, that's, and I'm thinking that that's more than likely going to be the like the name for the project. And what it is really is just me showing that there really is art and resilience, and like it's basically Nocturnal is basically me at like my most vulnerable when it comes to music,
Mm-hmm.
because of shit that has like been going on recently, and that's just where I was with the project, and we should be expecting that pretty soon.
Pretty soon. You can't leave us hanging, man. I know I've been waiting for quite some time to hear it.
Yeah, and I'm actually, but if you notice on the list, it said Nocturnal EP 2016, and then on the side it said
Maybe 2017.
no, it said Untitled Project 2017,
Oh.
which means there's a whole, because the EP is going to be at least 7 songs.
Mm-hmm.
But then what's actually after that is actually more of like an actual sort of album.
Damn. Wow. That is deep. I mean, there's really no words to describe that. Just like all the emotions, all the feelings, all the characteristics that you put into making this project. It's really gonna be something huge. You want to add something onto that?
I'm stunned.
Yeah.
Like, I was listening the whole time, and then I spaced out, and then I'm like, okay, let's snap back into reality. And I started listening, I'm like, shit, that's deep. Really got deep.
Like, out of the entire group of Salem's Most Wanted, this is probably going to be one of the best projects to come out of the minds of any of our artists.
Yeah.
It's just, right now, just listening to you describing it, it's mind-blowing.
Compared to, if I were going to compare to you two, like, you two are on that level of, like, I listened to May 1st, and that's just like
May 1st is it's fucking
I'm
stupid.
not gonna mention names.
No, I like the May 1st.
Same. I'm not gonna mention any names, but I listened a little bit more of your mixtape, almost an album. Compared to what I've been hearing from the both of you, you guys are on the same level. You guys are still finding each other, still finding life itself, like girls, drama, beef,
Drugs.
depression. I guess drugs. I mean, I know you. Drugs.
Shut up. Man.
Alcohol. But compared to what me and Slick and Alto have, it's a whole different level. Where Slick is on a higher like expectation of happiness and fucking around.
He's like the Kid Cudi of the group.
Yeah, and me, I don't know what I would be. I mean, sometimes I talk about depressing stuff, and I go to some very vulgar, controversial stuff.
Yeah, I will agree with you.
And then hard, I'm bipolar about emotions. And then Alto, he's your Justin Bieber of the group.
Yeah. Yeah, but basically the project after Nocturnal is basically going to be like just like everything you would probably expect from everybody else here, just a good old-fashioned rap album. But
Really?
Nocturnal is not a rap album, and like one thing about it is that it really does touch on a bunch of like really delicate subjects. Like I touch on the Flint water crisis that happened in Michigan, and there's a song on there that is just called Water, just because the entire thing is just about Flint. And everybody wants to help out, everybody wants to make a change, but not many people are actually willing to actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
And like the whole premise of Nocturnal 2 is like not just things going on with me. There's I take on an actual song that has been released by an artist that I really look up to, Vic Menza, and I used his instrumental for There's a Lot Going On. I used that instrumental just to just basically just like really just like spill, and it's the final track really. So basically, everything is just smooth. You're just listening to all this, everything that is going on in the world with me, and then the project just basically ends with me just basically just spilling absolutely everything, and then that's just it. Then the project just ends after me basically just saying everything that has just been on my mind for the past 6 years. And there's a lot of references that I make in the project to I make references to my friendship with him, with you, with everybody else here. That's basically, yeah. It's and like it also touches on like really like the way that the person really does get affected by traumatizing like situations.
Mm-hmm.
Like the song Traffic. It
Mm-hmm.
touches on, you know, relationships, this whole thing that happened in middle school. I don't go about it like I don't talk about it much in the project at all, but I like I I mention it, and it was about this problem there was with this friend. She wanted this, she this. It was just a big ass mess, and you know. And when it was finally over, and I actually like she probably like didn't see the message or anything because the account isn't active anymore. But I sent this big like project of like this big like sort of like letter of me just like basic because you know all this stress really did just start from there. So I just me telling just this everything,
Unloading everything.
yeah, and then after that it just ends with I really don't hope to hear from you, but you know.
If I do, it might not be a good or a bad thing.
No, but if I do, I would be generally excited. But
Damn.
then the excitement would probably fade away by the time I see you.
Damn, like just hearing this, we all remember the old guy in the group, the one that left. Some of your thoughts and his, like you were talking about the Flint water crisis. He was talking about Sandy Hook, all these massive shootings. He put that into a song, and you're putting the Flint water crisis into a song. And I'm pretty sure you touch on other world problems along with mixing it with stuff from your own life.
There's this interlude on there that I took out because when I played it for my homie, because he was like producing it, and then he said, "Oh, the instrumental's great," and I said, "Okay, now play it with the vocals." He played it with the vocals. He said, "You can't say this."
Is it like too real? Like people.
It's basically it's me really. It's kind of like that, but it's also me like because it's towards like the whole like shootings that have been going on with like policemen and people of color. Because it's not just because it's not just like African American like black people that are being killed. It's really everyone. But yeah, and one thing from that particular song is called Gunpoint. And what it is basically is like, it's a violent song towards like law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that song came about was, I was actually with a friend, and you know we just all of a sudden we just like turn on the news just because like some shit was going on, like we were hearing about it and we're like, what the fuck is going on? We click it, or like we go on the news and we see that. You know, we have 2 people that have been shot dead by police, unarmed, not doing anything, back to back the same day. And then before that, other stuff was going on. And 2016 really has been it's been a horrible year.
Yeah, it has been.
It's been not just for like things going on in the world, but for me personally, it's been a horrible year. I'm pretty sure you guys have had things going on the year that has been. No.
Yeah, 2016 by far one of the worst years. But damn, again, I'm stunned. I'm speechless. Just hearing all this, like you summarize a couple of your songs, I can already tell that you're definitely a higher level than we are. You're definitely on a entire another pyramid. Like compared to how we think of stuff and how you do it, you were probably as we're speaking, you're probably like taking words apart, finding syllables, and doing all this magic stuff. And yeah, like your entire process is totally different compared to ours. You're talking about a song about violence towards policemen. Nick and Alec try to do something like that. Theirs, compared to what you're saying, is probably very different, but it's probably around the same concept.
And then I say more stuff like
Which song is that? The one against like police violence?
it's a totally different song.
It's a totally different one. Wow. We're hearing of like part of your project for the first time, and I can already tell this is really gonna be amazing.
My question is, so when you come off as a rapper, are you more politicized with life instead of like your personal life, or would you relate both together?
Well, people really do try to like label me as like a conscious rapper, but I'm not a conscious rapper. It's just certain things that I'm just passionate about. Like my entire rap career isn't really focused on like oh change and this and that, but it's a big part of it. But I'm not a conscious rapper.
Mm.
I'm not really even like I'm not conscious because, and one of the lines I like in a Vic Mensa song recently is he said, "It's not conscious rap. It's still ignorant." Because I'm still saying things that are
Not necessarily.
like I'm not labeled as a conscious rapper. I'm
Yeah.
just doing like I'm just focusing on what I think is best for me.
Wow. Wow. Like, I don't know what else to say, man. You got me speechless. You got me stunned. I think we should end it at that. Just watch out for his new album because from what we just heard, it's definitely going to be something we never heard of. Something new out of the SMW crew, something new out of rap, period, I'm guessing. And like you said, it's not going to be necessarily a rap album. It's probably going to be some new, like, mixture of all these different genres uniting together.
If I could say anything out of the whole group, any mixtape, any EP, it would be SAR and Josue's, in my honest opinion. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not perfect, they're not perfect, but it's the fact that they put emotion into their work, and it's not just work, it's art, and their perfection towards it is almost on a higher level than what I can say mine is. Alto and Slick, and I'm not saying out of pure disrespect for them, don't get me wrong, their stuff's good, but they have emotion in theirs, unlike we do. We're funny. We like messing around. That's our style. But I would say I prefer more emotion and political talk, and I like hearing life stories, and that's what most people like to hear these days, compared to what you'd hear out there, like work and all that good, well, I guess you can say good stuff. But yeah, and if I were gonna prefer artist out of our group, it'd be these two. And to hear that your work's almost done and how you're describing it, I'm actually excited. And a long time compared to I'd preferably listen to you over a labeled artist. That's all I'd say.
Yeah, well, it's been 6 years, so I thought maybe it was time.
6 years since you started this project, or 6 years since you started rapping?
6 years since I started the project. I've been rapping for 10.
You've been rapping for 10 years? How old are you?
16.
You're 16, you've been rapping for 10 years.
I was 6 when I first started.
Wow.
He's been
We started 6 years ago. Like, when we barely started writing rhymes, you had already, like, expanded.
We had, like we probably ended, like, the interview, like, way far in front of, like, before, like, already, and, like, this is probably just, like, us talking, but,
Yeah.
like, but since it's like, off the record and, like, shit like that, me and this dude have, like, had so many ideas for songs that like never happened.
Yeah.
And I had like so many projects that I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I had Clapping for the Wrong Reasons, I had October, I had all this, and none of those ever saw the light of day because, and don't get me wrong, I didn't just completely scrap everything completely because all that emotion is still there, but it's not in Nocturnal. All of like the essence of like what I was doing previously is going into this Hawk tape basically. It's basically us doing the things we didn't do.
Right, I almost forgot about that. You two are coming out with Hauk, a take on your young lives, and we were just working on this. Like you said, it's necessarily how you guys would think back then compared to how we think now. And I think that's actually a great part because you're putting all this like new emotion into Nocturnal, and then later in the future coming out with Hauk, and you can like compare and contrast the two.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is how I think now, this is how I thunk, that's the word, back then. Yeah, so Nocturnal, Hauk, Underneath the Floodlights, Artistic EP, The One, all these new albums are going to be coming out very soon. And
16.
I don't know if in 16, I don't know if the public is ready to hear this. And if they aren't, well, they better just like strap in, and get ready.
If I could say anything about the Hawk tape, what me and Josue are doing, it's not that we're thinking about like what we did back at Hawk, we're taking it back to Hawk. So instead of how we act now, we're gonna take it back to how we act then, and then we're gonna all put that into one work. And I'm gonna be telling the tape, I'm gonna be talking about how Josue left. He wasn't there for the next 2 years, and the last time I saw him was June 14th of 2012, and I was in 6th grade. And then my path in Hauk led from up roads to down roads to alleyways to corners to dead ends, and it was just a rough life in Hauk, meeting new people, doing new things, meeting new women. It was a hassle back then.
Me.
Well, in the
meeting new women.
no, like he's talking about like the whole like upward to downhill. That's where I went, because you can think like this. I was taken away from my friends who I've had for a long time, put in an environment that I've never been in, around people that I've never met, that are into things that I've never even been into, things I never got into. And when I got, because then I moved to Clygate, which is a dumbass school. I do not like that school, but when I went there, the first year, I ate lunch alone every day for the first year. And then that's when I started adapting to everything, and then that. But then, I mean, all that was just basically tame, because then later on is when things started to get really, really, really bad. I was just at like the lowest point, and I was recording like in this then I was just recording alone, and that actually did happen. Well, that's because everything was just so bad. But as I started to fall apart, really certain stars started to align.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when basically all this started coming together, like when the group started really, because at first it was just a group chat, then it started really just like going up, and then it's like, and Too Bad, addressing my relationship with the person I was with. And
I gotta rewrite that verse for Too Bad, because
that's a song that I actually wanted to put on October.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, because I know that was my bad. I fucked up on recording.
No, the verse was great. I actually liked it.
I just gotta rewrite it, re-record it, because I was happy. Want to add something?
All I can say is, be excited, guys. Be excited for what you're about to hear, because
Very excited.
compared to you can listen to what Jay-Z, DMX, Eminem, 50 Cent, you can think about how they tell their life stories. This is going to be a whole new experience from what you've heard from day in and day out from the last, 10 years?
All these albums, all these stories, all these rhymes that we're writing, they're coming out from deep within us, and everyone who went to school with us, everyone who knows us on a personal level, they're probably going to hear something that they never thought that we'd been through, something that we never said, person to person. And that's why we kind of started to make music, right? To say the things that we never thought we could say with actual words, and to actually express ourselves on a emotional level, on a artistic level, on a level that we never thought we could achieve with regular words. That's why we make music. That's why when everyone says, "Oh, you'll never make it. You're not gonna be this. You're not gonna be that," we tell them to fuck off.
Basically,
Because they don't
We
know.
basically tell them to fuck off. That we're gonna become more than they actually think, and that's why we just keep on going. We've been working on our projects. He's been working on it since he was 6, right?
I got the idea for it when. Well, I got the idea of like okay, rapping like music is like what I want to do at 6, and I didn't think of actually putting out like an actual project until I was 9.
So you were 9.
And that's actually another line in I've Turner where I was like, it took me to the age of 9 to learn that life's a war.
Damn.
Yeah.
So this has been brewing since he was 6. Since 6 years ago, we've all we're expressing ourselves now, and if people aren't ready for that, they better get ready. To end this off, what are 3 things you would say to describe yourself? Like 3 words.
3 words to describe it.
Hardest thing in life.
The toughest question yet.
I would say I don't know. I can't really think of anything except lover, fighter, perfectionist.
Lover, fighter, and perfectionist.
I mean, but like he still has like the dopest like 3 words. He was like integrity, duty, and asshole.
I'm not. Well, being an asshole, not eating asshole. God. I mean, you guys can think whatever you want about ass.
It's like
The nice
God bless
round
the
and plump.
rappers. It's like Salem's Most Wanted. The fucking like if like we ever have like a building, then the plaque is gonna say integrity, duty, asshole.
Yeah, I guess that's how we're gonna end it off,
Yeah.
with integrity, duty, and assholes, with lover, fighter, and perfectionist.
There's a lot of this interview is probably gonna be cut out.
Oh fuck no! I'm probably
Just the
just
beginning
gonna
part.
just the beginning part, and everything else is gonna be
You should-
uncut.
You know what you should do? Take the beginning part, edit it, put that in a little different video, send it to the chat so I can see it.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
well,
Let me talk my
thanks
shit.
for
I'm on
tuning
my
in.
own dick. Like, yo, baby
Sorry,
girl, no kind of
working with
shit. That's so fine. It's all
and
mine. Since
the
might as well have
legendary
been free living. My heart shit.
Josue.
That's all I give, and I run back when I make a killing. And
I'm
me
so
and
glad
all
you
my
made
old
it
bitches
down,
like, oh, like I don't know the one.
Salem
Real nigga, and I'm the
after
only one.
6
Also,
years.
boy, that's the holy one. Right back with this homie on this number 1, and that's top shit. Right back on that pop
yeah.
shit. All eyes on me. Bitches be.
Alright, well, thanks for tuning in, guys.